There are mornings when the young sunlight still trembles on the surface of the desk, as if time itself were hesitating to open a narrow crack through which something irrational, yet profoundly true, might enter. That morning in Chicago was one of them. Richard Thaler bent over the undulating curves of human behavior, patterns that puzzled him more than any economic model ever could. And at the very moment he let out a quiet sigh, the seam of time gently parted, allowing Socrates to step in, carrying with him a question that has endured for 2,000 years. Why do human beings know what is right and yet still fail to do what is right? In a small office cluttered with papers and whiteboards scribbled with the word nudge, Richard Thaler was frowning at a chart depicting the saving behavior of Americans. The curve did not rise as he had hoped. Instead, it wavered erratically, much like the moods of people holding their paychecks at the end of each month. The door opened. A bearded man in a white robe stepped in with a gentle smile.
"I see you are studying human nature, Richard. It seems people are still as complicated as they were 2,000 years ago, aren't they?"
Thaler looks up, giving a slight shrug.
Perhaps even worse, sir. They know they should save, yet they never do. They know they should invest for the long term, yet they jump in and out of the market as if hypnotized.
Do you think they are foolish?
Not at all. They're simply human. They procrastinate, are driven by emotion, and cling to the illusion that I'll start next month.
So they know what is good, yet fail to do what is good. In Athens, we called this akrasia, weakness of will. How do you intend to treat them?
I don't try to change human nature. I just give it a gentle push in the right direction.
A gentle push? You speak like a shepherd.
Perhaps I do, but instead of a whip, I use design. For example, if we want people to save, we make enrollment in retirement plans the default. Anyone who doesn't want it can opt out, and most people never do.
Ah, you make it easier to do the right thing without taking away freedom, a kind of freedom within order.
Exactly. I call it libertarian paternalism, guided freedom, much like how you guided your students to ask the right questions rather than forcing them to believe you.
You flatter me a bit, but the idea is fascinating. I once asked the citizens of Athens, "Do you choose wine or water?" They said, "Wine." I asked again, "Do you want to be sober or drunk?" They said, "Sober." So why did they still choose wine? You have just given me the answer, because they were never nudged toward what they truly wanted.
And that is the eternal problem. People want long-term happiness, yet choose short-term pleasure. My task is not to teach them rationality, but to help rationality win its battle against emotion.
Then do you see the nudge as a form of applied philosophy, where ideas become action?
Exactly. I don't need people to understand economic models. They only need to save a little more, invest a little better, and stop sabotaging themselves. The world would be a much better place.
Socrates nods slightly.
You remind me of something I once said. No one willingly does evil. They merely do not know what is good. You say, instead, they know what is good, but need help to do it. We are speaking the same language, only in different eras.
Thaler squints, studying the moment.
Then do you think philosophy also needs nudges, Socrates? Of course, but my nudge is a question. You use systems to guide behavior. I use questions to guide awareness. Both lead people toward the light, We simply hold the torch differently. Human beings do not need to be perfect in order to evolve. They only need to be nudged at the right moment and asked the right question.
After that meeting, Thaler added a small line to the manuscript of nudge. A good nudge is one in which the person being nudged believes it was their own idea. And Socrates, before leaving Chicago, stood watching the crowds flow through the streets. He smiled. How strange, after thousands of years, humans still need someone to help them do what they already know is right. Perhaps, in this age of technology and behavior, the philosophies of Socrates and Thaler meet at a single point, not to turn humans into machines, but to help them understand themselves, accept themselves, and gently adjust themselves in a humane way.